Hello students, class 11. Today I am discussing a simple input and output statement. Okay, we can input data through the keyboard. So you can see input to get data from the keyboard. We know very well. By default, it takes as a string format. Okay, string means all the data in a character format, so it will create the problem. So if you want to input a number, you must convert this string into integer or using a float function. Okay, you must use integer or float function. So here I am giving some example. Suppose first I want to save this file. I want to save, so here I am giving the file name trial2. Okay, suppose here I am using a is equal to 3. Here I am using print a. Okay, now I want to save and run this program. So what is the output? You can see output here. You can see this is output. Here I am setting the screen. Now you can see the output. Here you can see the output is 3. Okay, here I am using suppose b variable. Here I am using 4. Here I am using the variable b. Okay, I want to save and run this program. Now you can see the output is 4. But suppose I want to input, here I am using Raj, and here I want to save and run this program. So you can see the output is Raj. Okay, output is Raj. You can see in last. Here I am using, suppose here I am using 3.14. This is a point value. I want to save and run this program. Now you can see 3.14. So different kind of data you can see: number, string. This is string. This is our number. So when you input string must mean double quotes. Here I am using Mohan. So Mohan must mean double quotes. B is our variable. I want to save and run this program. So you can see the output of this Mohan. Okay, so that number we directly use, but I want to use that from the keyboard. So here I am using input function. Here we must use input function. Here input is important. Here I want to save and run this program. So you can see here I want to close this and I want to run again. Okay, now you can see this is our input. Okay, so it is waiting for something. So here I am, because here I am using input function, so here I am using suppose 4 and enter. Now this is our input, this is our output, but here I want to give some message. So here I am using in double quotes. Here I am using enter any number. Okay, so here I am also including the message. So I want to save and run this program. Now you can see clearly it will give the direction enter any number. So here I am using 9 and press the enter. Now you can see the output is 9. Okay, but I want to save and run this program again. Okay, so you can input anything. You can input anything. Okay, now I want to save and run this program again. So input any number. Okay, suppose here I am using 3.14. Now you can see the answer is 3.14. Okay, now suppose you want to input any name. Okay, so here we can use input any name. I want to save and run this program. So here I am using input the name. Here I am using Akash. Here I am using Akash. So you can see the output is Akash. So input function we can use anything. We can input anything, number, character, anything we can input. But when you use C is equal to B plus 2, when you use B plus 2, I want to save and run this program again. So here I am close and run this program again. When you input this type of thing, so it will create problem. Okay, it input any number. Suppose here I am using input any number and I want to run this program. So this time it will create problem. Okay, because here I am using the 4 and it will give the error because 4, but inside input function I always take as a string. So 4 here is in double quotes. Okay, 4 is in a double quote, so it is not a number, it is a string, so it will create problem. So first we must use integer, we must use integer function additional. Okay, so we must use integer function. Okay, now then you can save and run this program again. Now this time it will not create problem because this string convert into the number and then you can see the output. Okay, now if you want to input the point, so here I am using float. Okay, I want to save and run this program again. This time you can input any float value. Okay, now you can run this program again. Now this time you can input any float value. So here I am using 4.2. now you can see. So here I want to save and I want to run this program again. Okay, so here I am using 4.2. okay, now you can see this 4.2 plus 2. Okay, so here I am using the value C. Okay, I want to save and run this program again. Now this will give, here I am using 4.2, so it will give 6.2. Okay students, so there are different kind of things work together. So here you can see, here enter name, so you can input, because enter name Raj, here I am using roll number, input enter age. Okay, so here roll number. Okay, so here we must change because here we can use enter roll number. Okay, here we can use enter roll number and here we can use enter roll number. Okay, so this is our input, and in output you can see this thing enter, and we can input the roll number, the price. Here I am using the float and input we know very well. So after outputting using enter price, so when you want to input number you must use point. Number we can use directly integer, directly any name we directly use without integer or float. Now when you use this style, okay, suppose here I am using enter age. Okay, here I want to copy this code and run this program here. Here I am run this program. Okay, so here I am inputting the age. Okay, I want to input the age. Okay, but here some rules. Okay, I want to save and run this the program. Okay, okay, I want to save and run this program again. Now this time you can see enter age, but when you input age in this style, suppose you input a 17.5, 17, 17.5.3, 17%, so this will give the error. This will give the error because here I am using 17.5. It will give error because this is our integer. This is our integer, so it will create problem. I want to run this program again. Suppose here I want to input age, suppose 17. So 17 also will create problem. Okay, 17 also create problem because this is not a number, this is a string. Okay students, suppose you input in this style 17.2 times. So here I am using float, but in float we must use only one time dot. We must use one time dot. Okay, but here you use two or three times dot. Okay, so it will give the error because we must use one time dot. Here we cannot use 17%. Okay, so this float we cannot use because these are all incorrect inputs. So what is the correct? What is the correct? Simply we can use 17 for integer input. We simply use 18. Okay, for float simply we use one dot, 17.5. For float we can use 0.7. Okay, and for float we can use 17. Okay, so this thing we can use. This is the correct input. Now again here I am saying string input. Suppose here I am using enter age. So this is not a problem. Simply we can enter age, it will give the output. If you input enter age, and here I am using age plus 1. Okay, so I want to copy this code, and you can see, and here I want to paste. So what is the problem in this code? So this type of question will ask in the exam, because same problem you can see here. Input function always take as a string. So string plus 1, it mismatch data type, so it will give the error. I want to save and run this program. So you can see here I am using 17. So it will give this error because inside 17 as a string, because here I am directly use the input function. 17 plus 1 string plus integer. So it will never happen to calculation. It will give the problem. So what is the solution? The solution is we must use int data type, because I want to calculate further age. I want to increase the age. So we must convert to the in number. Integer is important, and I want to run. Now you can see this time here I am using 17. So it will 18. So when you want to perform calculation, so we must use integer data type. We must convert this string input and then convert into the number. So this time there is no error. But without integer it will give the error. So these are our input statement, you can see. Now here I am using our print statement. Okay, simply you can see. Simply here I am giving some various example of print statement. Now you can see here I am using only print. Here I am using print. Here I am using Python is wonderful. Okay, so simply message we can use in double quotes, and I want to save and run this program again. Now you can see the output. Python is wonderful. Okay, now next time we can use message plus calculation. We can use message plus calculation. So here I am using sum of, we can directly use 2 and 3 is. So we can use after comma, before comma we give a message, and after comma we can perform calculation, or we can also increase our message. Now what is the output of this? I want to save and run this program. So you can say output is our 5. Okay, so we can ask, this is advanced facility, message plus calculation. Or we know very well, we simply store our any value and we can display our value. Okay, I want to save and run this program. So it will give 24, but I want to give some message. Suppose this is a message double off. So this is your message. Okay, now I want to save and run this program. So what is the output? You can say double of 24 simply, but here I want to give the proper message is. Okay, so here it will give the message, but here a will display 24. Here I am using a multiplied 2. So you can see here message, variable value message, then variable value with calculation. So this is the advance of print statement. I want to save and run. Now you can see here, you can say 24. Now this time is also 48. So we can use print function in this style. Okay, now there are variety of things we can use. Suppose here I am using print, here I am using my, here I am using name, here I am using is, here I am using Amit. Okay, now we can also use it separately. Okay, I want to save and run this program. Now you can see the output. My name is Amit. Okay, but here after comma, so we can also use some separator. Here I am using separator is equal to, we can use 3 times dots, dot dot dot. Now my name 3 dots, name is 3 dots. Okay, so we can also use 3 dots. So I want to save and run this program. So you can, this time you can see we can use the dot between words. We can use separator. Now next thing is we can use in this style. My name is, and I am a 16-year-old. So simply we can display our message in different line. My name is Amit, okay, and we can use print. Here I am using I am 16 years old. Okay, now I want to save this and run this program again. So what is the thing? You can see this is separate print statement, so it will display separately. This is another print statement, so it will display next new line. Okay, so when you use separate print statements, every time this message will display in new line. You can see this is our first message, this is second message in new line. Okay, but here new thing is, here I am using AND. Here I am using this thing AND, END, and here I am using anything. Suppose here I am using $sign, Control S, and here I am using F5. So what is the thing? So here you can see this is first print statement, this is our second print statement. So but both print will give in same line. Both output you can see in same line. So we can use AND. Okay, so the next output will continue in the same line, but here I am using some special symbol $. So you can see the $ symbol also. Okay, but I want to don't give any symbol. I want to simply continue this line. So simply we can use space. So I want to use save and run this program. So you can see this time you clearly see. So first print statement, second print statement continue with first line. So we can use end line to continue our next output in one line. Okay, so this thing is important. Now we can also use another escape character. We can use /t, /n. Okay, so we can use. So here I am using this thing. Suppose here I am removing this line. Suppose we can also manipulate. Suppose here I am using /t. /t means this is our tape. I want to save and run this program. Now you can see after some gap my name, but after some gap you can see is Amit. So this is our tape. This is our tape. Now here I am using /t. So first tape, then is the second tape. Here I want to save and run this program again. Now you can see my name, this is your first tape, this is our second tape. Okay, so we can maintain. So /t means this is our tape key. Now we can use also /n for new line, /n for new line. So here I am using simply /n. So after /n, automatically will move in next line. I want to save and run this program. Now you can see this time you can see my name. Okay, this is tape is /n. So it will move in next line Amit. So after /n, data will move in next line. But here I am using /n. So my name, after my name is in new line and again in new line Amit. I want to save and I want to run this program again. So what is the output? So you can see here my name, okay, /n. So after new line, this is a enter. So you can see is. Now again /n. So again enter. You can see Amit. So we can put /n, /t so we can change our paragraph in new line. Okay, now here you can see /n, then we can use /t. So there is no problem. So we can use, here I am using /t. Okay, now first my name, then new line, cursor move in new line, then it will display /n, but after is you can see /t. So it will give the tape, then you will see the Amit. I want to save and run this program again. Now you can see the output. Okay, my name /n. So cursor will move in new line. You can see is, then you can see /t. So after some tape, you can see the Amit. Okay, students. So today I am discussing. So /t we can say this is a ½ gap. Or /n we can say this is our next new line. Okay, students. So today I am giving our input and output statement of Python. Okay. So you keep in mind this thing. So you can see the print structure. We can use in print, first we use message, then we can use variable, and we can use AND to keep the output in one single line. Okay, so these are the very simple thing already mentioned in our notes. So practically I have discussed. Okay students, thank you so much.